let's be real, if you're watching this show, you clearly are, then you're going to want to stay tuned for this next segment because Adam Wartzel gained access to somewhere very special.
It is a moment that I have waited, I feel like, a really long time for. We are on Dolly's tour bus with Ellen Liston, PR manager for all things Dollywood. Great to see you, Ellen.
It is awesome to have you here. So technically the name of this is Suite 1986, which is a nod to when Dollywood opened. So this was Dolly's tour bus for about 13 years. It is the ultimate just indulgent experience, I would say, because if you stay in Suite 1986, you are treated like the superstar that you are, and like Dolly is.
This is so cool. I mean, this is not, I can't even, it's hard to even call this a bus. It is literally sweet in more than one way, because I mean, look at this. This is a full-blown fridge, and you were saying a lot of things had to happen to make this accessible for resort guests.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, it's tied into the power for the resort. Before we started the interview, you checked to see if that was just a prop, but no, it's actually a phone that you can call, and if, you know, you might need some refills for the fridge or something like that. But I love the fact that it is everything you would need if you were staying here 2 nights for 2 months.
Who came up with this idea to make this into a room for a guest?
You know, I think that one of the things that Dolly does is she's always looking at ways that people can experience kind of the glamour of her life. And she knew that she kind of wanted to retire the bus, and it was like, why don't we make it into an experience as you would stay on the bus as if maybe you were a superstar and doing your own tours.
Let's take a look in the back.
One of the other really fun things about the bus is it shows just exactly how Dolly traveled. It was over 350,000 miles that she traveled on this bus. And when it was first purchased, it was retrofit to, most tour buses have bunk beds on either side, but Dolly has lots of great costumes and shoes and jewelry and accessories. So the bunk beds on this side are not bunk beds.
Oh, yeah.
They are actually where Dolly kept a lot of her wardrobe pieces, and she was gracious enough to let us keep some of those so that you could see for yourself.
And that's gracious, because these are Christian Louboutins.
They are unbelievably beautiful. So it's just kind of fun to see that side of it as well.
If people want this experience, all our friends watching at home, how do they find out more? How do they book their stay here in Suite 1986?
So it's pretty easy. They can go to Dollywood.com/Suite 1986. You get all the fun and just one of a kind experience of living like a superstar, and all after just the expenses are paid, the majority of that money goes to benefit Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, which gifts books to children really all over the world. What a great way to have a great experience, but also be able to support something that is so near and dear to Dolly Parton's heart.
Well, thank you so much for having Nashville Insider and our cameras here on Suite 1986. I guess it's time for, I'm gonna take a quick nap. Okay,
I think you should.
Sounds good. Good night, everybody.
Closed Caption is sponsored by Westgate Resorts. Destination resorts with world-class amenities and 5-star service.